With flow teaches you how and what actually happens within our body when you are happy, and why we being in flow is so crucial for our mental well-being. You will also learn about a few flow triggers and how to use it in your day-to-day life to be in total flow state. Shall we put our hands together to welcome Meera Nair?
Hello, everyone. Really honored to be here today. Thank you, Varon, for having me. And I'm so happy that, I got a slot earlier. So it was meant to be. So just a little bit about myself. I have been in the fitness and wellness industry for more than 30 years now. And over the years, I thought different styles, different formats of fitness. Okay, so very much into fitness, and then I took up my certification and I started becoming internationally I used to train trainers. But during this whole phase of my life, I saw myself being more drawn towards mindfulness. Okay, so though I'm a yoga instructor and Pilates instructor, that is was my gateway towards mindfulness. But when I saw that mindfulness can be something different, it's not only physical, everything is happening here. So I said, okay, now I need to do some healing for myself, because at that time, I was going through a rough patch. So I took up Reiki to heal myself. And I went into law of attraction, love and kindness, meta meditations, and automatically Nirvana and flow just came into my life just like that. It just came in. So soon I became an education expert and a specialist with flow and Nirvana. But like I said, it's not always like that, right? We all have to go through our ups and downs to go through life to be where you are. So we all have our stories. I too have my stories, yes, but I'm not going to tell the story now. You need to come for my session and I tell you the story. So, but to tell you, to put it in a nutshell, I would say almost 20 years of my adult life, like my married 20 years of my married life, I was operating from a place of fear constantly. Everything is fear. Okay, if I do this, a fear again. So it took me several life lessons to be where I am here right now, to be where I am right now. I have gone through some good experience and also some not good experiences, but both, if I look back now, good and the bad put together, they were the best teachers of my life, right? Because schools don't teach you about life skills. It did. They
Hey,
put life throws you into water and you start swimming and then you learn. Yeah, so that's the way we learn. But very soon I realized that there are so many other courses that I can do to bring myself up, mindfully. So I went into a lot of self-development courses like Landmark Forum Education, um, missions to millions. What is my mission? Why am I here? Sales and leadership, because I know that if I have to work, I need to be skillful in my sales part, train the trainer, and warrior camp where I put into a lot of obstacles. But when you go through these things, you learn how to you get the skills, right? So I learned the hard way. Yes, of course. Normally, and those days when I look back, I ask myself, very sad, why me? Why me? Now I say, why not me? Bring it on, So I have the power now. I feel much more in control of my life. So with all this knowledge gathered over the years, I started doing motivational talks, workshops, coaching, mentoring, reaching out different target groups, right? Not only old people, young people, corporate, but now I'm exploring teenagers. What's happening in their mind? Because this millennials, we call them the millennials, very difficult to penetrate. Our generation is something different. So every time taking up challenges, because in the past I would not take, I'm comfortable. I'm in my comfort zone. So, and then of course I wrote my book, Heart to Heart. So like I say, when your heart and mind is at the right place, good things will come into our lives abundantly. So we just have to open up and let go and go with the flow. But the question is that it's always there, but we don't recognize it. We don't recognize it. When our mind is at the right place, we recognize blessings in our lives. So I'm going to share the slides with you. I want to share a little bit of what I'll be sharing with you in the coming this one one 1 hour, right, Veronica?
One
Is
and a
it
half
1 hour?
hours. Yeah.
1.5. Oh, so we have got some time for some
Yes.
meditations as well. Okay, great. So now this is what I'll be covering. What is fear? Okay. Um, what fear and anxiety does to you, importance of finding ways to deal with fear and anxiety, how to find that balance with the state of flow. What is a state of flow? I'll explain a little bit about state of flow, and we'll do some practical. And I would like to end it with a nice meditation. All right. So this is what you are going to learn. Okay, so before we start, I know everyone is very anxious. Like, what is Meera going to teach? I know how to breathe, Yeah, we are all breathing. What's she going to teach? Something special. But yes, no stress. Okay, so just let go. What I'm going to do is we're going to breathe. So, breathing, what happens is when you breathe the proper way, it calms your mind naturally, isn't it? Like when you're going shopping, carrying a lot of things, and you drop down, put it down, and you plonk yourself on the sofa and you take a couple of deep breaths, what happens to you? You calm automatically. And when you're stressed, what do people tell you? Just take a deep breath, right? So, why am I doing this in the beginning itself? So that you can absorb more and you don't have a lot of these internal dialogues going on in your mind. Okay, so I'm going to share the music with you. So, what I want you to do is you do pursed lip breathing technique, that is inhale through your nose, gentle, not very gently inhale, because if you do forceful it you'll feel giddy. Okay, we are all at different age group, right? So we don't want to push your body into any extreme level. So gentle inhalation but deep, it goes into your lungs and you feel the tummy coming out. And when you exhale, it goes out completely. Exhale to the mouth. If you blow, you feel warm, hot, moist air coming out. That is detoxification happening and your mind becomes calmer. Okay, so just let me play the music first. So you will hear sound cues, ting, dong. That means you inhale and you exhale. Okay, just a minute. Share sound. Okay, can you all hear the music as well
Yes,
as
yes,
me?
we can.
Okay,
Loud and clear.
okay, okay. So be seated. Keep your palms opened up. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Relax your shoulders. And let out all the used air. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Into your lungs. Let out all the air. Feel your body relaxing little by little. Keep going. Make sure your eyes are closed. Feel the body going with the rhythm.
Nirvana.
Just a few more seconds. Release all the tension in your body. Relax all the muscles on your face. So don't frown. Put on a smile if possible. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And open your eyes. Okay, open your eyes, everyone. How was that? It's calming, isn't it? So if anyone can put on, if all of you can put on your cameras, I would like to see your faces so we can interact. It'll be nice. Okay, I won't feel like talking to just some icons. Okay, so I want it to be as interactive as possible, so you can ask me some questions. Hi Godfrey, thank you for putting on your camera. Alice, Phyllis, everyone, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to share the screen with you, and let me just go back to the screen sharing. Okay, from current slides. All right, so we're done with the breathing. So let's talk about fear. Let's talk about fear. Where does fear come from? Anybody? Where's your fear coming from? Just unmute and just shout out where you feel the fear is coming from.
Imagination.
Imagination. Okay. Fear is coming from out or coming from inside?
Of course, private, you have to pay a very, very high premium.
Yeah, I can hear some
But
conversation there.
in terms of
Okay, we
having
might want to
medical
mute.
treatment and all this
Okay,
thing,
Veron,
you get the best
Ellen,
one.
you may want to mute that person.
But
So
for
fear is coming from where? From
but if
coming
let's
from
say
your
you just
mind.
say, actually, I don't need, I just want the very basic one, like
Please,
Who
maybe
is this?
restructured hospital, which is a government hospital,
Who,
like maybe
Alan?
B class. and
Yes,
C class,
I'm here.
this one is
Yeah,
separate.
you may want to just
Mute this
Then there
person.
will be
mute.
categorized
Yeah.
under the standard plan. But standard plan, now maybe the department.
Okay, so fear, of course, fear is coming from, like you said, it's in your mind. And you know that mind is very powerful, right? It can make you or it can break you. Everything is ruled by your mind, right? If you feel you are rich, that's what you will exhibit. That you feel you're confident, that's what you'll exhibit. But if you feel weak and if you feel scared, that takes over you. So when we are not able to take charge of our thoughts, it feels like the world is against us, right? We always say, oh, the world is against me, but is it true? So, and the fear, and we fear things. And it also makes us feel very unsafe and unsure about things. This is what fear is, because we don't know what to expect. That is fear, right? We don't know. Yeah, today I can just drop dead. I don't know, right? But the fear of dropping dead, that will kill you. Every day I'm going to drop dead. I'm going to drop dead. That'll kill you. That's the thought, right? So yeah. So this is our mind telling stories that you're not good enough. All the limiting thoughts that we have, we create such fearful stories that becomes our reality, and that becomes so real. We live in
Peter shared last week is the monkey mind.
is the monkey mind, exactly, right? So we create such this stories about ourselves. Maybe we have had some experiences, yes, and we looked at it. Oh my God, I was so scared. Yes, but that's finished. That's finished. That was an experience. It's let gone. But now, that fear is not there. But we want to cling on to that fear because the mind says, "I know that fear. I am in that comfortable place, but I will not do anything more. I will not do anything extraordinary because I don't know what's going to happen." So how many of you feel like it's the whole truth? How many of you, by show of hand maybe, that we feel fearful? How many of you feel that way, right? So well, I did feel that way. Of course, I can tell you because I have gone through that, and it took me years and years before I realized that I was creating an illusion, a story, because that story that I know is gone, but I'm still living in that fear. And what is it doing to me? It's not allowing me to go forward. It's pulling me in, right? So I was feeling sorry for myself, and I just needed a good shake, a good nudge, because when you are weak and you're out of control, when you go down, deep down, the only way is to come up, right? So sometimes we learn the hard way. So um, anxiety is another one. So fear creates anxiety, the breathing changes. We do forceful breathing. So what happens there? What you feel, you become. What you think, you attract. Always bad things are coming. Why? Because that's what you're attracting. Law of,
Kitchen.
intention. Yes. What you imagine, you create. You create that fear for yourself. It is not outside world. The world is not your enemy. So, right, let me ask you this. Now, in this moment, in this deep now, do you feel fear? In this deep now, at this moment, there's no fear, right? Because you're talking to me, you're listening to me, there's no fear, right? So, why do you think so? Because when your mind is present, it is not drifting to other stories. There's no place for your limiting thoughts. Hence, no fear. That's why we say that we must keep ourselves engaged, our mind active, doing things, doing Sudoku, doing puzzles, and keeping ourselves active, doing something that we like. So we enjoy every moment of our lives. So I'm sure some of you must have experienced a complete no fear zone in the past. When was that? When is last time you felt no fear at all? Anybody? Anyone?
Children.
Children, yeah, when we were kids, we didn't have any fear, isn't it?
Don't know
We were
what.
like, yeah, exactly. We ran, we jumped, we roll, when we go up, you run up on the hill and we roll down. Tell us, do now? Oh no, I'm going to break my bones and I'm going to break. Yeah, because limiting thoughts come in, right? The brain says, no, no, that's danger, danger. Children are innocent. They don't have all those limiting thoughts. They laugh, they scream. And some weirdest thing, my sister, when she was 4 years old, you know, she had a little kitty, a kitten, and we lived in the estates in Malaysia. Okay, so you had this cobra coming in. So the cobra was standing right in front of her cat. What she did, she jumped over the cobra, picked up the cat, and she ran away.
Ah,
Yeah.
so
So she came. Exactly. I always tell the story because that is a place where there's no fear zone, right? So kids are so innocent. They don't know until we start putting fear into their minds. We always create fear for children, right? And that's how we were also brought up. Don't do that. You will get into trouble. Don't talk to strangers. So all these things. So there is no fear actually if you look at it. So fear mode versus flow mode. Fear mode is something that stops you. Flow mode, you go with the flow. It's like this. When the river is streaming down, you go with the water, not going uphill, pushing yourself, and you will not make it because you're resisting. You allow when you go around the mountain, we say embrace the unknown. You don't know what's coming from the other side. Life throws things at you as well, you don't know, but embrace it. Learn from what life is giving you. Okay, so most people, most people live in a fear-driven life. Since our present culture actually promotes that, actually, I mean, like I said, from our parents, they say, don't do this, don't do that. Look at what's happening now with this COVID situation. Like we were just discussing, right? We already have our stress, we already have our fear. And now this COVID has come in, working from home, have to wear the mask, not able to travel, to visit our loved ones. It is anxious. I've not seen my mother for 1.5 years now, just so close by. I was just sharing with Alan as well that my mom is just across the border. I cannot see. But aren't we also lucky? Look at the blessing that now in this era, we can still have our internet. We have our internet. We can do Zoom calls. We can do WhatsApp. So count the blessings, right? So if we don't do that, we end up in a vicious cycle. So the more fearful we are, what happened? The more we feel the need to control our life. We want to control everything. So controlling nature, controlling everything else, right? So fear can actually paralyze us. I know people have got different levels of fear. Okay, normal people like us also we do have fear, yes, but certain people who are very much into depression and all these things, they have different level of fear, and we say, oh, just let it be, just go with the flow. It doesn't work that way. They need special care to make them realize certain things. It can numb our emotions, thoughts, resulting in poor decisions. Okay, if you fear, we make very poor decisions. We make wrong judgments, right? So it impairs our insights. So any decision that is made out of fear tends to lead us into more fear and separation, more fear. So what happens to us is it makes us feel very disconnected, and it makes us feel alone, right? So basically, what is happening is we are not powerful anymore. We can't take charge of our life. So it's cuts off our power, our knowledge, our experience. Even if you've had enough experience, knowledge, but when fear takes over, everything is blank here, right? So it separates us from our soul and spirit, and that's so important to be connected with your not only your body, your spirit, everything. It's from here. It's not from outside, right? So much that it makes you wonder sometimes, what is life all about, right? If you don't feel your purpose and dwell in the mode that will spiral down into what? Boredom, doubt, worry, constant criticizing. So somebody says, hey, you should try that. You say, why should I try that? You should go for counseling. Why should I? What's wrong with me? We are always critical. Sometimes we need some help. We need help. I have gone for counseling because when my marriage was failing, I needed clarity. But I was so scared to say I want a divorce. I was so scared to say. But I had to go for counseling, and I realized that I could see the pros and cons of this too. What if I leave? What if I don't? What's going to happen? But the good things was, if I leave, that's better for me. So I got clarity. Okay. Um, if not, you'll feel like you're like stuck in a whirlpool. You're not able to breathe. That you're breathing like this under the quicksand. Your life will become like that. I was in that state at that moment, right? So ask yourself, how long do you want to go in this way? I'm not going to talk. I mean, people have different experiences, so it's time to put your lives back into perspective, and we need to take charge of ourselves. Sometimes, like somebody had pushed me, nudged me, and I had to go the right way. So sometimes we all need some push. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, in flow. What is flow? Okay, flow, like I said, it's a moment where you enjoy yourself. Now we do experience different uh, levels of flow in our daily day-to-day lives. Okay, like when you're reading a book, you're so engrossed in that book, and you don't realize the time has, oh, it's only through 2 hours. Or when you love painting, you like painting, you can sit for hours and hours and say, oh my god, it's only past lunchtime and I didn't even realize. So enjoying that moment. People are not being in flow. They think that watching Netflix, binge watching Netflix is flow. It's not, because let's imagine you're sitting and watching Netflix and you're watching all sorts of drama and all that. And at the end of it, what's happening to your mind? It's not calm. It's working a lot, telling you more stories about your life. Okay. And because you're watching, your whole body feels tired. So being in flow means connecting with yourself. Whatever you do, you connect with yourself. Like you go to nature, you walk in nature, you walk on the grass, you feel connected, and you feel the flow. When you see sunset, what do you feel? How many of you like sunset more than sunset more than sunrise? I love sunsets more than sunrise. You know why? Because it's the end of the day, and when you watch a sunset, it gives you a kind of a feeling that it's all okay. Tomorrow is another day. So I love sunsets. And you can sit and watch. You can go to any part of the world and you will sit and watch a sunset in a flow, and you feel very energized. It can be in Phuket or Singapore. It's the same sun, but the feeling is very different, isn't it? So in flow, we merge with what we're doing, which gives us the overwhelming feeling of being one with what you're doing, one with task at hand, one with actions and emotion, one with everything, one you feel really connected. So when we take charge of the mind, you feel more in control of your life. It just takes one thought of, like I said, to make you or break you, right? So the question I would ask you is, how connected are you with yourself? Okay, how connected are you with yourself? Do you recognize that sometimes you don't have to be dependent on people? It's nice to talk to people. Sometimes you yourself can support yourself mindfully, emotionally as well, because you need the time to think. I can sit on my own for hours together. I don't need anybody, and I feel very happy as well. So there's no boredom. There's no, oh, I feel lonely. I don't have friends. Yes, we must have friends. Yes, you must have few friends. You must have one or two good friends where you can open out your heart and pour out your heart. And then you have like other friends where you go for coffee, but certain things you cannot share with some friends, right? So create that group. Yeah, create that group. Okay, these two friends are my very close friends. If I'm in trouble, I can just pick up the phone and I can call Veronica. I'm feeling this today. So Veronica will say, hey, come, let's go for coffee together. You need to have, even if you have one friend like that, is awesome. Okay, not your husbands and not your wives, okay? Because they'll come from protective. Oh, you should do this, you should, and you don't want to listen to that blah 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 things, right? So where are you looking for strength? From within, right? Where are you looking for joy, love, outside or inside? It is all here. It's all here. It's here, it's here. Mind body connection, mind heart body connection, I would say, right? So you are the only person. I can tell you everything. You can come for my training, go for outing, but it's ultimately you who makes that final decision that, yes, I need this. I will do this, right? I can take the horse to drink water, but the horse doesn't want to drink water. Then what can I do, right? So you're the only person who can take control of your actions and emotions. I cannot do that for you, right? So when you're able to do that, you will see that everything falls in place like the jigsaw puzzle. Everything is connected, right? So you learn how to let go and go with the flow. So I would say, to create oneness, the mind has to be in flow. That means create that happiness in the mind. Your day maybe sucks, so what? So be it. You can create a good day in your mind, right? To be in flow, we need to declutter the mind and create space in the mind. What happens is that we have so many thoughts, like how many thoughts? I don't know, millions and millions and zillions of thoughts in our mind, that there is no place for positivity into your mind. There's no place for one to say, it's okay, Meera, it'll be okay. No, because we're not thinking. We are thinking, oh, this didn't happen, that didn't happen. But out of 10 things, maybe 9 good things happened, one thing didn't work out. And we beat ourselves at that one thing didn't work out, But then look at the
How
9
about
things
the
that
night
worked.
things?
Exactly. Look at the 9 things that happen. So we are sometimes harsh. So when our mind is clear, you take away all your thoughts. What happens is you get clarity. That is why going out in nature, walking in the park, gazing the sunset. It's not glaring into your eyes, but it's subtle. It's calming. So it creates that creativity in your mind and also creates space for you to think and say, okay, maybe I should do this, right? So, and when the mind is clear, there is peace, isn't it? There is peace. Take out everything from your mind. There is peace. That's all. And that's when we flow, right? So let's see what is actually happening in your body when you are breathing. Okay, when you are breathing, your mind calms down automatically, right? It calms down, right? Now, right now, what is happening is we are breathing differently. We are all breathing, doing the shallow breathing. That's why I say, come, let me teach you how to breathe. They say, what's she going to teach me, right? So the thing I'm talking about is the way we are breathing. We have become habituated with the way that we are breathing. Lifestyle, emotions, everything has taken an impact on our body as well, right? So when we are seated all the time, on now with Zoom, all the more you need to get out and walk, open out your chest. And breathing doesn't happen only in your nose and then through the mouth, it goes to lungs and then exchange of, the gases. That's not it. We have got a secondary muscle in our body, which is the muscles from your shoulder down till your hip. These are the muscles that helping you to open out your rib cage to give more space in your lungs for air to go in. So it's like a deflated balloon. I just actually had one balloon hanging somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's like a deflated balloon. When you inhale, it expands. It expands. So your body needs that space for that rib cage has to open. And how does the rib cage open? With those muscles, all the muscles that's helping it pulls it out. Yeah? Body knows how to pull it out and open it out. But imagine your muscles here are all stuck like this. How much can you breathe? How much will your chest open out? It doesn't really open up that much. So what happens is body knows that it has to survive. So it'll go to kind of autopilot mode. Yeah, things have to go on. So it'll do the breathing, but it's a bit like this. Okay. But when you inhale with the proper thing, it opens up. So what happens? It becomes chest breathing. And that kind of breath is not enough to go into your cells to rejuvenate and cleanse those cells, right? It takes time. And that is why people are falling sick more often. Immunity goes down. Fear sets in. This is also body language. Fear is like this. I am fearful. I am fearful. You know, I also heard that in the war torn countries like Syria and all those places, I believe they found children. Um, they were rescuing kids, okay? And they found children cuddled like this with fear, okay? No food, no drink, but they were cuddled like this with fear. But when they took them out, their body was like this. They couldn't open up. They couldn't open up because everything was jammed because of fear. So when you look at those things, aren't we all we are in a better place? So what are we fearing about, right? We are all in a good country, good place, taking care of our people. Yeah, we were so proud when I'm in the Netherlands at the moment. For those who don't know, I came here for an emergency visit for my mother-in-law. But when I came here, people were not wearing masks, and I was like, oh my God. And here numbers are like high, 5,000, 6,000. But it came down. For them, a good day is 1,000. It's a good day. Numbers have come down. For us, it's like one. We are hey. So, so yeah. I mean, so we should be really thankful for what we have. So this the whole thing, right? So talking about this neurochemicals. Okay, I'm going to take you through a chemistry lesson now. Okay, just bear with me. I'll make it as interesting as possible. Just bear with me because you need to know what is happening in your body when you are in fear. The way you breathe changes. What are the kind of hormones that's being pumped into your body? Okay, so normally when you are in fear, we have all the fear hormones which is toxic to your body. I'll show you a little bit more in depth as to what zone you are in. But right now, let's talk about flow zone brainwave sequence. Okay, and when you inhale and exhale, like what we did was, you were in the beta mode actually because you're awake and you are like your mind is saying a lot of things, right? So you are in the beta wave. So brain waves actually produce brain waves are actually, we all have frequency. Our brain does gives out waves. Okay, grrr. It gives like current, but you cannot see it. It's like current. You will know. Have you anyone felt current? You go and touch a live wire. That is the current. You don't see it, but it's so dangerous, right? So brain waves are produced by synchronized electrical pulses from masses of neurons. Okay, neurons. It's communicating with each other. And who's controlling it? Our brain. Okay, the brain waves change according to what you're doing or what you're feeling. So when you feel scared, when you feel fearful, when you're anxious, the brain changes and it says, no, I need to synchronize this with this fear, this is fear. It tells you, right? And the way we feel, for example, feeling sluggish, feeling dreamy, feeling tired, feeling really wired up, like hyper, alert, calm, it's all determined by the action and the brain waves dominant during that time. So just let's have a look at the built up phase. Okay, you see here, can you all see the screen? Yeah. Okay, we have the built up phase here. Okay. Now in the built up phase, 1 minute. Here you are operating in 20 to 40 hertz. It's a frequency. Okay, this is a frequency of the brain. So in the built-up phase, beta wave is very dominant. It is actually the state that is associated with normal waking conscious. We are all now in a beta wave at the moment. Okay, so beta brain waves dominate our normal waking state of consciousness when attention is directed towards the task that we are doing and the outside world. Okay, now if I say fire, everybody will start running, right? So it creates another frequency there, right? So beta is fast, active. It's fast activity, present when we are alert, attentive, engaged in problem solving, judgments, decision making, everything's now because your mind is focused now. Right now, you are listening to me, taking in all of information. So the frequency is anything about 12 to 40 hertz. So in this phase, your body gives out norepinephrine and dopamine. Okay, so these are from the adrenal glands, and it helps to speed up your heart rate. It speeds up your heart rate because it's pumping into the heart. Your muscles are getting tense, increased blood pressure because you are so focused on what you're doing now, right now. Okay, and it helps to break down also the fats and triggers and glucose and all these things in the body that happens. It gives us a feeling of engagement in the task and rewards us for it. Okay, dramatically increase our attention because I'm telling all of you, listen, pay attention now. Immediately your brain says, oh, I have to pay attention. Okay, it improves pattern recognition and also control the muscles. Now, in this is when you are now in this position. Now, when you start breathing deeper and deeper, you go into the next stage. Here, what happens? Alpha waves, 8 to 12 hertz. Okay. Now, this is when your brain produces frequencies when you're not focusing too hard on anything in particular. Now, I say just close your eyes, everyone. Just breathe. Inhale. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Open your eyes. Okay, calmness. Because in the beta waves, Meera was talking a lot of chemistry that is going on, all these things. Now, when I say just inhale and exhale, you calm down. Now, what happened? Your body created these hormones to calm down. Okay, to calm down. So, here it's much more relaxed, dominant during quiet flowing thoughts, and sometimes it goes to meditative state. If I go on with inhale, exhale, some of you will fall asleep, right? Which I don't want you all to do. Okay, so this is the wave that you're in. Now, here it produces endorphins, okay, from your brain, pituitary gland. So here is to help block or reduce any sensation of pain, boost pleasure, resulting in a feeling of well-being. Okay, and from here, when you go deeper and deeper with your breathing technique and you get much more calmer, you go into the alpha theta 7 to 8 hertz. Okay, and here this is the best one. We want to get into this peak phase, okay? So you can't just climb to the peak mountain. If you want to go to the top of the mountain, can you just jump there? No. You need to prepare. You need to go step by step. Go to level 1, level 2, step 4, step 5, and then you reach the peak. Similarly, if you want to really calm your mind and get peace, you need to go step by step. All right. So here, this is the optimal frequency. This is where you are in flow, in state of flow, optimal frequency. So according to the scientific research, increase in alpha brain waves leads to peak performance. So if you're in this state, whatever you do, you will excel. If you're studying, if you're in this state, you will score very much, right? Right now, I am so much in this flow mode. There is no fear. Before yesterday, suddenly I was told that one of our speaker is not able to do, and I got a little bit stressed. I said, okay, I can do it. Quickly put everything together, and now I feel confident to present this. So there was a little bit fear that I may not be able to give everything 100%, but yeah, we're all human beings, right? Yes. So right now I feel I'm in a flow talking to you, enjoying this and enjoying every moment of it. And I hope you're also enjoying what I'm sharing with you at this point. Okay.
Yes.
So according to, yes, it's being about being in the zone. So the frequency is anything from 7 to 8 hertz here. Okay. And here your body gives out something called the anandamide. Okay. This is quite a new thing that they have found out maybe 20, 30 years ago. This name Ananda is coming from the Sanskrit word Ananda. You'll find some people's name Ananda. I don't know if you know some people with that name. That means happiness, joy, bliss. So it's such a nice name to call a baby, right? Ananda. Okay. So This means joy, bliss, delight, okay, and amide is the chemical part of it. So Ananda was found to do a lot more um, than to produce a heightened state of happiness. So Anandamide lifts moods, inhibits, improves our lateral thinking. It helps with our memory as well. Now, it also helps us with motivation, um, higher thought processes. And when you are here, you're completely connected with your mind, body. You are in sync with everything. Even when you go to nature, you are part of nature, okay, by the way. Like animals are part of nature, we are human beings also part of nature. And for us, when we go in nature, we feel something good, isn't it? When you are in the nature, why? Because we are part of that. We are part of that nature. So when you're walking in the park, you see the greenery and you see, so good. You feel like, this is home, right? So this feeling is coming from when your mind is completely calm. Now, the good thing about this is that it also helps to control pain, helps with appetite, fertility. It helps to put a break on your cancer cell proliferations, and also exhibit anti-anxiety and antidepressant properties are there in this. So imagine it is all available. It's just that you need to tell yourself, yes, I can do it. And how do you get Anandamide? Deep breathing. Deep breathing. That's where you get these hormones coming out. And that's what you want, right? So now after that, you have the transition role, transition phase. So you reach the peak and then you come back to the normal day-to-day life, right? So here what happens, it's a mix of all these waves that come in, delta, theta, alpha, beta, and everything comes in. But the afterglow, sometimes people tell you, Veronica, you're glowing today. Somebody did mention that, right? Why is that? Because you're so much into being in flow. You take one step at a time. I know a lot about you. I think I've known you from how many years now, right? Um, yeah. So from where you were and how you're dealing with life, uh, you know, everybody has a hard life, yes, and life teaches us. And in spite of that, taking it with a pinch of salt and going forward, because life is about going forward, not going backwards. And when you think about that way, then of course you have this afterglow effect. Somebody told me, Meera, it feels like you got a halo around. I'm looking on my head. I say, where is the halo? So it's about being happy, being blissful. You will have ups and downs, but hold on to the good things in life. It helps you go forward. Okay, so this is what happens. And here you have this oxytocin and serotonin. I'm sure you heard about this. I think Veronica's talk, you must have mentioned all these things, right? So oxytocin is known as the cuddle hormone. It's the love hormone, right? It feels like that. When you reach this peak, Anandamai, peak phase, you come into this afterglow, and it's like as if it's already happened. You got this calmness in you, right? And it is associated with the behaviors, human social bonding, trust, emotional behaviors as well. And as for serotonin, it affects your mood, your social behavior, appetite, digestion, sleep, money, memory, desires. And when serotonin has arrived, the state is like it's already happened. Okay, so that's why serotonin is responsible for the afterglow effect. The afterglow effect. So now let's have a look at how are we breathing these days. Now, look, if you look at this chart here, you see breath per minute on the left side, for breath 5 till 18. Okay, then you have the level of oxygen. Here you have insufficient, moderate, good, excellent. And here you have stress, anxiety, depression, restless, calm, and nirvana. What is this? Where do you want to be? Right now, science tells us that we are breathing anything from, like I said, 12 to 20 breaths per minute. Now, in this 2020s, we're talking about, okay? But in the past, like in the early 1920s, people were breathing much more calmer. They were breathing anything from 4 to 6 breaths per minute, actually. And then as modernization got in, people started getting more stressed, more competition, and then the anxiety was coming in, lifestyle came in, and then the 80s came in, and then the 20s came in, the millennium came in, and then now we are in 2020s. What is this era called, by the way? There is something. What's it? Gen X, right? Gen X. We are in that level at the moment. Yeah, Gen X. So, yeah. So here, when you are breathing hard, like too much of breath, too much of breathing is not good because you're doing insufficient breathing. Like I said, it comes to anything from 10 to 18 breaths per minute. I just want you all to take some time today and check. Just clock yourself and check your breathing. How many times you are breathing in that 1 minute? You will find out if it's anything above 10 or 14, 15, it's you're in the toxic zone. Okay, you're in the toxic zone. So in this 4 to 9 is supposed to be the calming zone. So the level of oxygen, we're talking about level of oxygen in your cells, okay, not in your lungs, in your cells, plays a crucial role in how your body rejuvenates. And when does the body rejuvenate actually? When, not when you're in the bus, because you're still in that mode, right? When you're sleeping. When you're sleeping, your body regenerates. But how many of you are really getting sleep? Like Teresa was saying, right? People are not sleeping these days. They go to bed, but they don't. They're watching, they're answering WhatsApp messages. So yeah, I do a workshop on deep sleep. So do come and join me. Okay, I'll go deeper into that. So what is happening here is 4 to 9 breath. Like we said, 4 to 9 breath is when the healing of the body and the mind happens. Right, deep breathing calms your mind. This is positive oxygenation. Positive oxygenation. Now, where the flow hormones like I said, endorphin, serotonin, dopamine, all these things are released for healthy metabolism. Your body has to have metabolism, right? Now, and in certain age, when we reach a certain age, our metabolism drops, but we can push it by breathing. Do you believe me? Believe me, trust me, you can. This system is called the parasympathetic system, okay, where we are much more relaxed. Always the people who are meditating, gurus, monks, they're always in the parasympathetic system, Zen. Every time they have a smile, they have this aura around them. There's so much glowing, the after effect, right? So, but when you look at the other one, which is 10 to 18 breath per minute, this is where you have increased risk for uh, uh, illnesses. So here, chronic oxygen deprivation happens, not enough oxygen for your cells. So here you have adrenaline, cortisol that's being released, which increases acidity and toxic metabolism. Okay, wherein you're more prone to diseases, your immunity drops. And now in this current era where we have this COVID, you need to push that immunity up, right? You need to have enough oxygen. And in flow and also in Nirvana fitness that I teach, we do something called the body oxygen check to check the level of the oxygen in your cells. A very simple method. But now the government has made it very easy for us. We have this oximeter being given to every household, right? Has everyone collected your oximeter? Yeah, please go and collect it. And then check how much air you, how much oxygen you are having in your cells. Okay, that determines whether you're going to get COVID or not. Okay, so not only COVID, okay, overall, we're talking about COVID is just like we say one day it'll become like a common flu and common cold and stuff like that. But we still have those major illnesses, autoimmune diseases that takes over women after menopause. We have cancers and a whole lot of them. So if you're going to increase this oxygen level, you can fight these illnesses. Okay, yeah, but talking about being in this toxic mode, this is, we call it the sympathetic system, wherein you're in the fight or flight mode. Now, unfortunately, we are more in the sympathetic system than in the parasympathetic system. In life, we must balance both. If you don't have sympathetic system, if a tiger chases you, you will just be zen. The tiger will eat you up. Okay, your dinner for the tiger. So you need to have a little bit of this sympathetic system to, because danger, brain tells you, danger, danger, run. Where is the blood going? Into your hands, legs, contract the muscles in your tummy because you're ready to flee the position, right? So yeah, so do deep breathing, check your oxygen level. Okay, so you will know which zone you are in. So basically, fearless zone is where you are in the parasympathetic, and in the stress zone you are more in the sympathetic system. Okay, so let's go back to, okay, oops, go back. Okay, now I'm going to teach you a breathing technique which is called dolphin breath. Now, dolphins, they breathe a different way. They'll come up. They're mammals, right? They are mammals, so they come up. They'll inhale, and they'll hold the breath, and then they'll do whatever they can in the water, and then they'll come up and exhale, right? So we're going to do that now. The goal of this dolphin breath is basically to it's a trigger, it's a flow trigger. It's to temporarily raise the CO2 level in your blood circulation. So when there's a little bit increase in CO2, it creates a calming effect, and it helps you achieve a mental and physical relaxation while the body is delivering extra oxygenation to every cell of the body, right? Now, how does this go? We have just three breath. It's first is you will inhale through the nose, and you'll hold the breath. Okay, you hold the breath for about 25 seconds. Because you have air in your lungs, you will be able to hold. But let me just tell you, because some of you may have health issues. So if you feel like I'm holding too long, please let go. You must always listen to the body. Okay, so generally this is how it goes. We'll hold the breath for 25 seconds, and then you let go, and we just allow the body to rejuvenate and come back to normal state. The second will hold for 30 seconds. Okay. If some of you can hold for 25 seconds and cannot hold 30 seconds, it's fine. Because like I said, we don't go to the peak immediately. We take one step at a time. Okay. So this is how we'll do. We'll recover. And again, this inhale to the nose, exhale to the mouth, pursed lip breathing technique. It effectively controls the length of the exhale. Okay, so can we all try the pursed lip breathing technique? Let me just stop sharing this. uh, before I go in for that particular breathing, does anybody have any questions that you want to ask me? We still have questions, but something that related to what I'm talking. Anyone has a question that you want to ask me at the moment? Nobody? Okay,
Anybody?
later we will have question answers. Okay, so I'm glad to see that you're still there and not got bored with my chemistry lessons. So let's go to let's go to mm, okay, I'm going to share this with you. Just let me know if you see it. Okay, can you see this screen and the sound? Can you hear ting?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to just go back. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, let's sit with your legs. If you're seated, put your soles of your feet on the ground. Keep your palms opened up on the arm of the chair if you have, otherwise on your lap. Sit back and relax. I would like you to keep your eyes open. I want you to see the screen. Okay, we will do first with the eyes open, just to get the rhythm of how this is going to be. And later we'll do one more with the eyes closed, where I will cue you. Okay, so this is about 3 minutes. Okay, everyone, just taking a couple of deep breaths. Just taking a deep breath, inhale, exhale through your mouth. One more time, inhale and exhale through your mouth. Okay, open your eyes, everyone, and let's enjoy this dolphin breath. Inhale, hold
Nirvana.
your breath. As you hold your breath, I want you to relax your shoulders. Your body should be completely relaxed. And let go. Normal breathing. Now you feel that you're gasping for breath, but that's okay. Just take a deep breath and relax. And then we get ready for the next one once you're recovered. Inhale once again through your nose, deep inhalation.
Nirvana.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Let's see how long you can hold. You're almost there, almost there. And let go. Normal breathing. If you cannot hold that long, it's okay. You can just hold for 25 seconds if you like, that's fine. Just let your system recover, relax. Inhale, deep inhale. Fill your lungs.
Nirvana.
Hold your breath. And let go, let go. Let go, recover, recover. Normal breathing. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we will just do the 25-second hold, but I want you to close your eyes. Okay, everybody close your eyes. I will cue you so you listen to what I'm saying. All right. Get ready, relax. Inhale through your nose, fill your lungs, and
Nirvana.
hold your breath. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go, recovery. We'll do one more 30 seconds. Just relax, relax. Catch your breath. Relax your whole shoulders, back, muscles on your face. Relax. Inhale through your nose once again. Deep inhale. Fill your lungs.
Nirvana.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath. But relax your body. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go and relax. And open your eyes. Open your eyes. Okay. Taking a deep breath, everyone. Inhale and exhale. So this is called dolphin breath. It automatically relaxes you. Okay. When you go to sleep, you can also do that. You know, inhale, hold your breath, and then let go. Or you can do the breathing technique that we did in the beginning. Slow breath, inhale and exhale as long as possible. Deep breathing. Observe the movement of your abdomen. Okay. So let me share this. Let me go back. Now, I have some sessions coming up in the month of August. I do, this is a very popular. I've had some of our Energia customers who have joined this, like Albert and all have joined this, you know, first time. And they really surprised me. So flow detox retreat. Now we can't go anywhere for a retreat, can we? So I created this online. So which means you are still in the chaos of the world, but you're creating an inner peace amongst the chaos that's going around you. So this is a great way to even um, get in touch with that calmness in this day-to-day life. Normally what happens is when we have detox retreats, we go to a venue, we are cut off from this whole world. If the whole environment is conducive for your retreat, right, and automatically it becomes easy. But what happens when you come back? You're coming back into this jungle where everything is chaotic, and then you just go back into your old self. But I saw that this retreat that we are doing online is so great because we are forced to create the balance in this chaos right now. Okay, so this is happening on the 14th of August. It is a 10-day retreat. Okay, or the first day and the last day will be on Zoom, but the rest of the days, that is the rest of the 8 days, I'm coaching you all on a WhatsApp group. Okay, it's all on WhatsApp group. So you'll have templates to write. Everybody's got different kind of retreat that they want for themselves. It can be for the mind, it can be for the body. So if it's just for the mind, meditations, calming, being in touch with nature, stuff like that. If it's for the body, people want to lose weight, they want to eat healthy, so nutrition, everything comes in this. And also space, the space around your home, your room, where you are seated. You need to declutter, because when you see more clutter, there's lot of clutter in the mind. Now, in my house, there's a lot of clutter, but it is a very fruitful clutter. Veronica, you know that. My husband works from home, okay, and he does a lot of electronic repair. And when you come into the house, you have to jump. There's a lot of clutter, but that is
Tiptoe.
work. Tiptoe, tiptoe. But in my house, I have my space where there is no clutter at all. My workspace, my sleeping place, there is no clutter. So sometimes it's unavoidable, certain things, but you can create your zen space. So that's what I'm trying to say. So it's not like when you step into my house, you see Mira's house so zen. No, it is a normal day-to-day life where my husband works from home. So you need to create that kind of zen in your home that gives you peace, and we know, for in Singapore, our houses are small, right, and we have family members, everybody working from home. So you need to find your space. So declutter that space, create that Zen energy around you. For me, my most peaceful place and where my creativity flows is my bedroom, where my bed, I just have to sit there and I become very creative. I can sit in my study room, nothing happens there. I'll be like typing what to think. I'll be wasting so much time. But the moment I go and sit there, the environment creates that. So I want to teach you how to do this. Okay, eating healthy, balancing everything. Chaos, your zen, everything has to be balanced. Parasympathetic, sympathetic, everything is in balance. So it's a 10-day thing. It's very interesting because you'll see a lot of things coming out in your life. So the cost is $87. But since you are all participants from Energia, you will get to join this with $75. Now, later, maybe tomorrow morning, I will share the link for registration. I'll also share this poster in the group so you can see it. And if you feel there's something for you, please do come and join us. Okay, I'll be sharing a lot more. And I have one more coming in September. This is about sleep. I'm so passionate about sleep because if you don't get sleep, you can be in Zen or whatever, nothing is going to happen. Your mind has to relax, your body has to rejuvenate, right? And we have those hours, 24 hours in the day. You can pace it out slowly, nicely, you can pace it out. The most busiest person also sleeps well, right? You need to create that habit right now, because we are all working globally, like the timing right now. Singapore, it's what's the time now? It's quite late, right? But we have the
8 p.m.
different cultures. Yeah, 8 p.m. now. So it still is good, by 11 o'clock or 10:30, 11 o'clock, you have to wind down. You need to give yourself time to wind down. How do you wind down? I'll be sharing those things with you because sleep is your number one priority. Number one, because healing. So again, this is the same thing. We will talk about good sleeping habits. I will push you to sleep. So the 10 days you are have to create that rhythm in you, create that habit in you. And after the 10 days, you'll see it comes automatically. So this is happening on the 17th of September. Again, the price is the same. it's 87, and for you guys it'll be 75. I will share these two things, these two posters with you in the group later. Okay.
Wow.
Now I have come to the end. Last slide, but not the least, I would still want to take you through a meditation. So before I close this, I would like to say that chemistry of bliss, you have it, you have those chemicals in your body, right? You just have to put those portions together, and you can do it just by breathing and creating a good lifestyle, getting over those fear, anxiety. We all have fear, anxiety in our lives, right? But you can take charge of it. It's not, you can come for my courses, right? You can come for my courses, but if you don't take charge of it, you will not know. So embrace the unknown. What you don't know, embrace it. Do not resist. Go with the flow. Don't fight against the current, but go with it. Create the bliss, and you'll see how opportunities will open up for you. Sky is the limit. Okay, so with that, I will close the slide and stop sharing. And before I go in for the meditation, I know we have still have some time. Does anybody have anything to share or ask? You can just unmute yourself. We always need the first person to start. Then I know there'll be questions flowing in. So who would like to ask me one question? Don't feel shy, lah. Singaporeans always feel shy. There's no fear here. Okay, no fear here. Okay, you need to really enjoy life. Okay. Anyone? Any questions? Any questions about sleep or about the courses that's going to come up? Anybody? Okay, I know that privately they'll be, oh, Felicia, you want to ask me something, Felicia? Felicia, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just now, the very beginning, you did one meditation. The music
Yes.
was very upbeat and lively.
What did
And
you
there's
feel, Felice, when you were listening to it?
Yeah,
What
I
were
feel
you?
very happy.
Yes, yes. See, music has got this something in music, the kind of music that you listen can again lift up your spirit and calm your mind, or it can lift up your spirit and make you alert in the sense, like, like you keep hearing certain music, upbeat music, like a trance music. It's bang, 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 bang. It keeps you alert, but it doesn't calm your mind. But this one has got the theta wave technology in it. The theta wave is the vibration. So that's why these music are uplifting at the same time calming for the mind. So in my sessions, I use a lot of this music for meditation. I'll be sending you links for the meditation, different types of meditation, just to listen to the sounds of nature, probably. You will feel this when you go to maybe East Coast Park or Pasir Ris, you listen to sounds of waves, you feel the same way. You feel happy. Have you ever experienced that, Felice?
I like going to the park, yeah.
Yeah,
Very
yeah, yeah.
the trees is very, makes me feel peaceful.
Yes.
But it's
Yes. Thank you.
the meditation is different from other meditation where the music is very like soothing music, not so
Yeah.
upbeat.
Yeah. So we do have now. Later, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go on through this meditation where you will hear different type of music. Now, for this kind of slow breathing and all those things, we want to create that happiness within the body, so that the body releases those hormones to make you happy, to go into the anandamide, those hormones, happiness. And we use this kind of music. But the other one, it goes much more deeper. And this is more for you to really calm your mind and detox your mind completely, take out all the thoughts from your mind. So you will experience that as well. Okay, in a while we will do that. Thank you for sharing that feedback, Felice. Anybody else who would like to share? So when I put up my hand like this, can you all see me? Who would like to share?
Yes.
Who would like to share?
Anybody want to
Yes.
share?
Share or ask anything. You can just unmute. If you don't want to put the camera on, it's okay. You can just ask me, how important is grounding during meditation? Good question. Good question. What is being grounded? Okay. In our lives, most of the time, ego takes over. Okay, I'm talking about, we'll come back to this in the meditation part. In our day-to-day lives, what happens is we've got ego and we've got humility. But most of the time, our ego takes over and tells us that, I am better than you. I can do this. You don't have to tell me. You have this strong thing that comes in. But, and some people like to boast also, right? I have so much money. I've done this much education, whatever. But you find people who have got so much of education, so much of knowledge, so much of wealth and everything, but they are so humble. Like Patrick Liu is one example for that. He is such a knowledgeable person in every aspect, but when you meet him, you feel like you're meeting a friend. That
Yes.
is being grounded. Okay. So when it comes to meditation and being grounded, there are few things here. Being grounded emotionally is one. Being grounded, connected to earth is one. That's why in meditation, normally we have to have that connection with the with the with the with the with the we say mother earth. Okay. And we want to be seated. We don't stand and meditate, do we? We don't, right? We want to be seated. So meditation can come in different ways. It can be seated meditation. It can be walking meditation. You can walk and still be grounded. How? I would say there is something called breath walk. In one of my programs, you'll also experience breath walk. Breath walk is breathing and meditating, being aware about your surrounding and being aware about the feel of your leg on grass. Okay, I'll be teaching you that. Now, being grounded when you're eating food is also meditative. When you eat food, how are we eating nowadays? We are rushing and eating quickly. We're
Fast
eating and
food,
we are
fast
watching
food.
TV. Fast food, right? We are not present to the taste, the smell. In the past, we all sat together and we took time to eat and we are going with the flow, enjoying the taste and everything. Now we just gobble down. Yeah, we go fast food, gobble down. Yeah, French fry, gobble, gobble, but we're not present to the taste, right? So being grounded, being connected, because what happens is when you're present to whatever you're doing, you're going with the flow. So when it comes to meditating, grounded, you know that so many people like Buddhist monks or any monks, they're very grounded. They may have a whole wealth of knowledge, but they're very grounded. They don't show off one. They never show off one because you may be surprised, what kind of background they come from, what kind of family they come from, but being grounded. So being grounded to meditation is very important because you need to have the mind, body, soul connection. So calming down and being in touch with yourself, because who are we? Who are we? We are just not only this body, right? We are breathing, and that breath is because of our soul that we are alive. But when we stop breathing, then this body becomes just a body. It's lifeless, right? So that's why we need to be grounded when you're breathing, connection. So much that when you can sit in silence and meditate. There's different types of meditation. Like I did love and kindness meditation. It's called metta meditation. It's a silent meditation. No sound, music, nothing, and you can sit for hours and hours together just being internalizing so much that you'll hear your internal organs, you will hear your heart beating, you will hear the sound of the lungs, you can feel the pulses of the body. That is your connection we're talking about. Okay, so very good question. I hope I've understood. Yes, it is important to be grounded, but depending on what kind of grounded you're talking about and what's the significance of seeing colors during meditation. Yeah, so we have different colors. If you know the chakra system, we got different colors. Like sometimes when you close your eyes, you will see colors. These are the aura around us, and every chakra in our body is connected to different colors. So connected to the divine, connected to the thought process, expression and things like that. It doesn't matter because we don't want to force yourself to meditate to see the color. Doesn't matter, right? We want to keep the mind blank. The colors will come and go, but don't give too much attention to the color, but give attention to blank. Nothing is happening there. No thought. Your thought shouldn't go. So when I was meditating, somebody was asking, I was asking my coach, every time I feel this meditation was not good because I was drifting away. You know what he said? That is the best meditation. You know why? Because when you drift away, and I found from where he said, if you can find out from where your mind started drifting away, that's good meditation because you're working your brain muscles. Your brain also is like a muscle. You have to work it to make it good. So I said, okay. So then I tried. I could sit for like more than an hour. Every time my mind diverts, I would come back. I know exactly from where my mind started drifting. So this is a great thing. Yeah. So when your mind is you're meditating, there's you're not thinking about it, right? That's how you overcome fear. If you don't overcome fear, fear will always be there. But we try to deal with fear. The fear will always be there. So when you deal with fear, it's like the sun, the 12 o'clock sun. Okay, if it's 1 o'clock, you have the shadow following you everywhere. 4 o'clock, also shadow following everywhere. But at 12 o'clock, what happens? No shadow, no shadow. So, which means you are dealing with fear, you're standing in fear. Now, how can we overcome? It is by practice. Okay, Jocelyn had this question. It is by practice. Now, somebody has one more question. How important? Okay, Cindy is inside the train. Okay, okay, while breathing is important during meditation, breathing becomes unconscious and shallow after a while. Is that okay? Now, shallow breathing is not shallow breathing, it's deep breathing actually. Okay, shallow breathing is like fast breathing, but not enough air going in. When you meditate, it's important you don't become unconscious. You don't faint and you don't know. You become you are aware, you're in a subconscious level. You are aware as to what's happening around you. What you're talking about unconscious is you're falling asleep. That is not meditation. But if your aim is to meditate before sleeping, so you get good sleep, you meditate and you go to sleep, that is going into deep sleep and getting quality sleep. Okay. So nobody becomes unconscious by meditating, become subconscious. So you have cut off from the world, but you're still aware as to what is happening around, but internally you're conscious. You know that you're alive, you know the body is there, you know that your spirit is there, but after a while you don't feel the body. That is the fun part. You don't feel the body at all, you feel very light. Okay, Walter, I hope I have answered your question. Anybody else, any question that you have that you want to ask me? Otherwise, if you have one more question I can take. Otherwise, we will go in for your meditation. Okay. All right. I think there's no question anymore. But if at all you have any more questions, you have my number in the group. Please feel free to message me. All right. So now, without further ado, I'm going to take you to a real deep meditation. Now, in this meditation, I want you to first breathe, inhale and exhale through the mouth first. And after a while, you can just inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, and whatever your body is telling you to do, just do that. All right, so just let me get the music first. Okay, so I'm going to go with Sanskrit. Okay, let me play the sound. Okay, close your eyes, everyone. Sit back, keep your palms opened up on your lap. Eyes are closed. Take in a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. You will hear some vibration. If you're wearing a earpiece, you will hear it louder. Just absorb. Be in the moment. I want you to observe your body. What's happening to your shoulders? Is it tense? If it is tense, just release it. Relax all the muscles on your back, on your chest, abdomen, let go. Take your awareness to your toes. Let's start from your feet. Relax every toe in your feet. Relax the soles of your feet. Feel the ground. Relax your ankles, shins, and calves. Relax your knees, back of your knees. Take in a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. One more time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Now I want you to do normal breathing. Inhale to nose, exhale to nose, but calm yourself. Take your awareness to your thighs, knees, back of your knees, hip joints. Send some love to all the joints in your lower body. Your knees, hips, toes, ankles. Relax your torso. Relax your shoulders. Send some loving energy into all your organs in the body. Your heart, your lungs, your pancreas, your liver, kidneys, reproductive system, everything. Send in a lot of love. Appreciate and be thankful for this body, for all the organs that keeping you alive. Feel some sensation on your palm. You feel the pulse. Allow it to happen. Keep your palms as relaxed as possible. If your fingers are curled, let it be. Relax your forearms, upper arms, and shoulders once again. Send some love to every joint in your hands, your spine, your rib cage. Take your awareness to the back of your neck, back of your head, all the muscles on your face and the top of your head. Just be connected with your physical body from the top of your head till your toes. Now put on a smile on your face, remove that frown. You feel your body going lighter and lighter. You're more present to this moment. If your mind drifts away, come back to this moment. I am grateful. I am grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for all the tiny blessings in my life and the big blessings in my life. I feel powerful. I am in control of my thoughts and my emotions. And I can only change the way I think. I am open to positive energy in my life. I'm open to receiving in abundance, be it love, success, joy, peace, friends, family. I'm open. I'm open to good relationships. I will nourish my soul with laughter and love. I nourish my body with good nutrition, good sleep. I take one day at a time. I will create playfulness in my life. And I create the life that I want. Soulfully, I feel connected to the Almighty, the universe, or God that you call, or energy that you call. Feel connected to your source. From your head up, and feel connected to Mother Earth from your feet down below. Remember, you are supported. I feel present. I'm always present. I create great memories. I'll be present to people around me from now on, especially with my family members. I will listen more. I will find joy in smallest things in life. My whole body feels peace. I feel peace in my life. I feel peace in my soul. I feel peace in my heart. I will go with the flow. Just relax for a few more seconds in silence. Taking a deep breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. I want you to move your fingers and move your toes. And very slowly open your eyes. Open your eyes, everyone. Open your eyes. Great job.
Wow.
I think we've all frozen. Yes, okay. Good job, everyone. I hope there was no break there was something wrong with the connection. But I hope you enjoyed the session and enjoyed the meditation. And you could go and you could be in flow for this few couple of minutes that we did the meditation. All right. So
Any
with
other
that,
last
we've come to
question?
and yeah, any other last question or you want to share about this meditation? Anyone?
Anyone want to share? I almost
Teresa.
fell off my chair.
Not unconscious, right? Conscious.
之前在 IKF
Great.
大家一起培训的日子。那在今天我们的联系还没有正式进入以前，
Teresa.
Oh,
May I share?
Teresa.
Or may I
Yes,
ask?
please. Yes, please, Teresa.
Thank
Yes.
you so much. This is so it so resonates with my soul journey, and there's so much insightful information. So thank you. I was curious. I've done a lot of healing, of course. Want to ask you, maybe this is a question that represents everybody. You know, with the fear, we do understand that it's coming from the monkey mind, but it's also, we understand that with so much accumulated because it's a habit, right? And
Yes,
so much
it
of
is.
that could manifest physically. So question is, how do we, besides all the exercise and tools that you share with us today, and all the meditation is so wonderful,
Okay.
what are some other techniques where we could actually effortlessly and effectively eradicate anything that's been inevitably manifested physically.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a great question, Teresa, because this fear is not coming from now, it's coming from the past, right?
Yes.
From our childhood. Now we all have had different kind of experiences, like traumatic experiences that many people have experienced, right? So that fear, even if you've forgotten and life goes on, something stops you, right? It is there. Like we say, the body has got memory. Like I shared about these kids from the war-torn zone, their body had memory, so it took them some time and healing and therapy for them to come out of it.
Yeah.
Now, there are a lot of courses, of course. People, I had to go and upgrade myself with different types of meditation and healing and things like that. But what resonates with you? Sometimes it also comes from, I don't know if you understand past life. Some of you can relate to, some of you believe there is past life, some of you may not believe there's past life. Sometimes from our past life we do carry those trauma into this life. Okay, I know the Buddhist people can understand a little bit about the past life, and we do, even Hinduism, we do believe in reincarnation, so we do carry those trauma that we don't know what it is. So it's only by getting into this kind of programs, healing, that you can, hypnotherapy, there's a whole lot of things there. But if you ask me, simple ways is just to get out in nature. It's something that you can use right now without paying so much money, without, complicating things. Just be connected with yourself, with nature. Nature has got this healing property. The more time we spend in nature, the more you heal. But consciously telling universe, heal me, just let it go, and automatically you will start, that process will happen, and you'll see that your quality of life, your emotions, everything sort of gets under control. But I know that, people will need more than that. Like I said, there are different levels of depression, different levels of mental wellness, there are different levels. So such people will need a little bit more professional help probably. And people like you and me, yeah, come for courses. We've got such great speakers, great knowledge that they've shared. Veronica talks about sleep, and I'm such a big fan about sleep and what she does, because sleep heals. Sometimes you need to sleep off the emotions, right? For me, if I'm crying and if I'm sad or something has happened, I need to sleep off. I said, just let me go to sleep. And when you wake up, you feel a little more healed and you can think a bit clearly. Another method, go take a shower. Shower, when you have a head shower, just stand under the water. Water has got healing property. Stand under the shower, let the water wash away all those negative. Yes, from the head down. Just stand there. And when you're out of it, because you're taking away negativity. What is negativity? It's again thoughts. Stand under the shower, let it wash away. And you come out of the shower, you feel that you can think more. So, Teresa, there are so many ways, right? But like different traumas, different life, people have got different experiences. So it's only when they come. I've got another program called Flow into Your Heart. It's all about the heart. Sending love to your heart. Because of trauma, what happens? Your heart is it aches, and then again you get into all these different levels of fear and anxiety. But again, going to your heart is about letting go of the trauma over the past years. So I will be coming with that flow into your heart. I will be definitely sharing in the group. But right now, first is a detox, that is flow into your body, mind, spirit. Then the heart comes in. Then of course sleep. Then the third one I will be doing in October. I didn't want to go that far. I just said, let me just talk to both these two first, and then the third one will be flow into your heart. So if you want to do a series of it, also you can do. Okay, Teresa, I hope I've answered your question in whichever way I can. I hope.
Yes,
that,
Meera.
yeah.
It's already past 8:30 in Singapore.
Oh yeah, okay, let's see. Oh yeah.
I don't know what's the time in Holland right now. So
It's at 34. Yes.
so much for your sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay, just before we close, let me just bring my slides up. Okay. Now, just a reminder, if you haven't booked your appointment to Adelphi for your free acugraph, for your free therapy, and also bring your drinking water for test, please make your appointment, and also send your floor plan for house audit, and don't live in the toxic house. All right, at least you are aware whether the geopathic stress is causing the toxicity within your family. Now, join us in our Facebook group, Wellness for Good Energy. All our speakers are inside there, and Meera, you can post all your courses inside there, all your talk.
Okay.
And also, if you have your rhythm music, put it inside the Facebook group. All right. And if one of you have any questions for Meera, go into the Facebook group and communicate. We want to engage all of you there on an ongoing basis. All right. Teresa, you can also post all your things in the Facebook group. Yeah. And this is my handphone number, and WhatsApp me, free Energia therapy. We can do the booking for you. And the next speaker, which is Dawn Chien, she's going to share Saturday, 3rd of July, creating Zen in anxiety. So there is another big sharing there, talking about emotion. She's an emotion specialist. She's a certified transformologist, and she's a founder of Reconnective Healing SG Singapore. And she will share about learn how to prevent and eliminate mental and physical ailment by aligning our emotional health to balance and to create Zen in anxiety. All right. Tune in this Saturday, 6:45 p.m. The Zoom room will be open, and we will see you again. Thank you very much once again, Meera, all the way from Netherlands.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Veronica. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, we look forward to meet you in Singapore again.
Yes.
So much, Teresa, for tuning in as well. And thank you, everybody. And we say a good night to you. We look forward to see you on Saturday. All right. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Meera. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.